If you ever lived in the South or passed through the South, you may have seen boiled peanuts sitting inside a big barrel inside of any convenience store or gas station. Well, that is what I am making right now, but I'm making it like a seafood boil. I saw someone on the internet make his boiled peanuts like a seafood boil, and now I needed to veganize it. So I started with soaked dried raw peanuts. You find them in a bag like this. I got these at the Asian market. In certain seasons you can find them green and raw, but if not, you have to do dry. Covered the peanuts with water, and the soaked peanuts, they had soaked overnight. I covered them with water, and then I pressure cook them. Now I pressure cooked these for 3 hours with a 1/4 cup of sea salt. All right, so you get, I know that sounds like a lot of sea salt, but these are kind of a salty peanut, right, because they don't have any flavor. So you go ahead and cover that, put your lid on, and then pressure cook that for 3 hours. Now if you don't have a pressure cooker, you're going to have to simmer it for 7 hours, about 7 hours. This is not an easy process. If you get the green ones, it takes a little less time, but the dry ones, about 7 hours to start. So here they are, 3 hours later in my pressure cooker. I tested them out to see if they were nice and soft. Then when they're soft enough, they feel like a bean inside, like a little soft bean. So I took them all out of my giant pressure cooker because I now want to start the seafood boil seasoning that's going to go around the peanuts. So 1 red onion chopped, and you can rough chop this. Doesn't have to be too small. Peel it, chop it. And next, after we do the red onion, and if you don't have red onion, sweet onion is fine, white onion, any kind of onion that you have is fine. This is what I chose, was the red onion. So once you have that chopped up, and if it's too small, make sure you use more than one. So a good size, either large or medium onion. Okay. Go ahead, put 2 tablespoons of neutral oil in the bottom of your pressure cooker. Turn it on saute and chop up these. I use these field roast chipotle vegan sausage. Any kind of spicy vegan sausage you want will be fine, but you want the kind that's kind of going to be a little solid and holds up, not the kind that's going to break up. So Beyond sausage would break up. Some of the other chorizo that you might see in the package might break up. So get the kind that's going to be pretty firm. 15 pressed garlics here. I don't use garlic. I tell you that all the time because it has medicinal purposes. If you use the garlic, it's good for your joints, your immune system. So fresh garlic is a really good thing. Peel it, take your time, peel it, and go ahead and press it. And all 15 cloves go inside of that mixture, right? And it's sauteing. It's on the saute button in my pressure cooker. Right, and this is what it's looking like inside. All that flavor in there. And you do this exactly the same way. If you don't have a pressure cooker, just saute it first. Right, now I have these sofrito, and I'm going to put the video in the description of how I make my sofrito and freeze it. So some sofrito I put in there, and about 8 ounces of cherry tomatoes or grape tomatoes. Slice those up, just cut them in half. Go ahead and put them inside. And also my corn, I wash that off along with the tomatoes, and I'm going to chop that up and put that in as well. But look inside. This is just with the tomatoes, the sofrito, the onions, the garlic, and the sausage. Isn't that beautiful? That is a beautiful mixture in there, right? So now we're going to go ahead and chop these pieces of corn and put it inside. Now, if you don't feel like chopping them, guess what? You can buy the small little pieces of corn frozen and put those in there. You know, save yourself the effort. You don't have to go through all of this. I use about 2 ears of corn that I chopped, and about 1 pound of small red potatoes with the skin on, but I'm taking off little imperfections that I'm finding on the outside. I want the skin on, but if you see any imperfections, take that off. Now, I'm going to take my soaked and cooked beans, the ones that I cooked for 3 hours, and put that into my pressure cooker. But guess what I found out? This pressure cooker was too small, so I had to go back to the big one where I first cooked the batch that I did. So it all fit in there perfectly. I covered it with water. I seasoned it with the garlic powder, onion powder, mushroom powder, and Creole seasoning, and a little Old Bay seasoning. And then I covered that all with water, put the lid on it, and cooked it for another hour on pressure cook. If you don't have the pressure cooker, then you're looking at another 3 to 4 hours just simmering, and it's just so yummy, beautiful simmer, and it's so good. Now what I usually do is I make a huge batch. See, like this huge batch, we're not going to eat all at once. So you can go ahead and store them into glass jars. When you want a little snack, just heat and eat, and there you go.